chance to take the lead and take all the momentum.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on first down. He fires one deep over the middle. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We're just about ready to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. A little screen to the running back. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. Looks as if they're going to pass on a chance to take the lead with the field goal and go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, going to the air. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39.
Linebackers have tough jobs, right? Their first responsibility is to stuff the run, but you can see he does a really good job seeing pass, getting back into his cover 2 drop, breaking on the football, and making the interception.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Under fire. Looking to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time defending coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Looks as if they're going to pass on a chance to take the lead with the field goal and go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Finds a tight end. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. Wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And his throw is incomplete. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. They'll run play action. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Aller. Makes the catch, it's Ross. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air, it's Simpson. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Caught near the sticks, it's Williams. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Quarterback quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Looking for a huge play. And it is another interception. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, guys, let's tee this one up. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Working that left side now. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. Fires to the wideout. Fired in there but incomplete.
When the quarterback gets outside the pocket as a defender, now I'm thinking about the field's cut in half. You don't worry about the other side of the field. It's hard to throw it back across your body to the other side. So now the rules are I'm starting to creep now to the direction of the field.
Wide open spaces. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. This time they'll go to the running game. Got enough for the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Tigers have this offense rolling. They'll give it to him again. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
They're working that left side. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
This time he's got it. Turning on the Jets. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Run in the red zone. It's Haynes. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game to really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
The offense changing the play. Now the play fake. Grab behind the line. It's Haynes. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Clemson! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
How about that first drive? The harder hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Price. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one.
Came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Back to pass, it's Carr. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the catch down the right side. Hits the crease. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top, because this guy's speed is a problem.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Got room at the 35. He's loose on the left. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Caught in the backfield, it's Randall. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
There's a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy too. His versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Comes in as quick to the line.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
So second down here as we're back at it after the break. The give to the back. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
And his offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, this offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The option look. Now the pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. The quick out. On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for him.
He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
On the ground, it's Love. He's loose. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. That offensive line is putting those golden domes on the defense and starting to move the ball on the ground.
And we can go back so many years, and the coaches may change, but the brand of Notre Dame is what it is. They're going to be physical. They're going to run the football. That's who they are, and that's how they're built.
Looking downfield, it's Carr. Going up top. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They're looking to throw on second and short. With the catch, it's Randall. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after a big play up top.
Well, Reese, you and I were were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Clemson.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Fine play action. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Price. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Looking for space. It's Love. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job of the base defense making a play.
The give to the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back to throw, it's Carr. Got his man downfield. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Here's the pressure. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Brings it down on the right side. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
On the run, it's Love. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Fielded in the end zone. It's Randall. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Going over the top. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Bring in the heat. Catch in the middle. It's Love. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading into halftime.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They think there's room to run to the right here. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They're going to ride this running back. Breaks the tackle.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry. Old school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The play action fake. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Third and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Looking for a gap. It's Bob. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
To the air, it's Carr. Using the quick game. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Randall. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. The give to the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Williams. At the 45 on his way. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Tigers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. He's got it on the right. There he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Clemson jumps to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This defense so far, they've understood the mission. The mission is to get this fast, speedy quarterback on the ground. And they've got to him early, they've got to him often, and most importantly, they continue to get him on the ground and create these negative plays for this offense that creates a big hole for them.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Grab. Didn't get nearly enough done on third down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. From the red zone, looking for a man. Finds his big tight end. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game. step one accomplished.
They'll move the wide receiver. Tries to hide the ball, going on the bootleg for the 2.
Yeah, and that should have been a pick, but it really doesn't matter. The two-point play, man, you're trying to shove that thing in there. Even if it's a pick, it's okay, but you're trying to make a play to get those 2 points, and obviously he failed on that one, and it could have been an interception.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Under fire. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you...
Oh, he's got some space. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out through the 25. And the Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Good timing on the quick out. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Send the tight end in motion. They'll leave it with the lone back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
On the ground, it's Haynes. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Give to the running back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Clemson is quick to the line. Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Good disciplined defense on that play. It's 3rd and long, right? You're not going to bite on a play fake. Nobody's going for that. Everyone knows it's a passing situation. They use their speed to get to the QB.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
To the air, it's Klubnik. Makes the grab, it's Randall. How many guys are left grabbing for air as he gets it to the 26-yard line?
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, I love being an edge player late in the ball game. You got the lead. You know it's a pass. They got to throw the football to get back in it. Flying off the edge. They can't block him. They can't stop him, and he gets the sack.
Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Plows through the defense. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. Just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. The defense now needs to get the football back and keep that momentum going.
Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give, and tick, 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 tick. At the 40, there he goes. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. They'll ride the hot hand. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Back to pass, it's Carr. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws for the tight end. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
Got it behind the line. It's Williams. Oh, out of space. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. The give on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quickly complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. He caught it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. Touchdown, Tigers. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Pauling. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. From the gun. Give on the inside. At the 35, he's got room. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They'll run play action. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
Fires left. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Clemson trying to just bleed this clock dry. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Can't get him to the ground. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that running back essentially just did everything right. Not only did he rip off a 9-yard run with the lead late in the game, but he stayed in bounds. He had the awareness that if I stay in bounds...
It's a running room. Big time run on that one as he goes out of bounds right at the 10.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice lap.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail beat Coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Looking for the 2-point try. Motion from the wide receiver. Tries to fool him with the naked bootleg. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time David sort of throws toward the end zone. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Offense gets set for second down. I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. Final pass falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in. because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation